friends, and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning and budgeting. So if those are topics that you are also interested in, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. In today's family budget check-in, I'm going to be using the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. I do have a link to her website in the description box below. I am also using Cara Jo Plans budget category stickers. I have a link to Cara's Etsy shop down below, as well as a discount code for all of my YouTube viewers. And then all the other stickers you see in the planner are from my shop, Life in Envelopes, and that is also linked in the description box below, and you also have a coupon code. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right in. So there were a few mistakes last week that I want to get corrected before we do the new budget. So first of all, for week 2 at the bottom here where it says savings total, that would be the total amount that I spent in the savings category, and I only wrote the rollover amount. So I need to change that. It doesn't actually change our budget, but it just changes the number on this line. We still end with a leftover 0 and our rollover is still exactly the same. Okay, then on week 3, I wrote SUV, but we've already paid that this month. So when I go to update this page today, that will just be 0. And then over here, when I was writing down the sinking funds totals, as I was writing them, I was telling you how much I was writing. And for garbage, I said $10. I wrote 5, but I said 10. I don't know why I said 10. It is actually 5, so I wrote the correct amount, and the total is correct. So it doesn't actually change our total at all. Okay, and then down here, and I did mention this in the video, but I haven't fixed it yet. So we had 94, but we put 20 towards cushion, 6 towards homeschool. So our rollover is going to be less than 94, so we need to fix that. So we have 94 minus 20 and minus 6. So we're going to roll over $68 for the budget. The actual is going to be different, and we're going to update that today, so you'll see the actual number when we get this sheet updated. Okay, so I believe I've corrected all the mistakes, so let's go ahead and move over to closing out week 3 and setting up week 4. So I start here with my expense tracker. I write down all of my expenses from the week, and then I highlight them according to budget color category, and then I make a key down here where I have the total for each category. And then when I go to close out my budget at the end of the month, it makes it super easy because I have all the information I need here at the bottom. Okay, so let's go to the calendar and let's see where we spent our money this week. So starting with debt, we didn't have any debt payments this week. So moving on to bills. So Netflix did come out and it was $19, so it was a little bit higher than what I budgeted, which I don't know why. I have to look into that. And then Alliant Energy was $32, and that was significantly lower than what I budgeted. This is our gas for our house, and this seems to fluctuate a lot, so it's hard for me to predict what that is going to be. And then City of Ames came out as well, and it was exactly what we budgeted because we are on budget billing, so it was $274. Okay, that was it for bills. Moving on to food. So we'll have 2 food expenses. We'll have our Sam's Club. We do swipe our card at Sam's Club, and we budget $100, but we have a ceiling or a cap of $150. So we'd like to only spend $100, but we can spend up to $150. So we spent $110 at Sam's, and then we also pull out cash for food, a cash envelope that is for food. So we use that money for anything that that we can't get at Sam's, or any eating out expenses. That covers all other food expenses. And then moving on to gas. So we did pull out $20 in cash for our cash envelope for gas. We have a gas cash envelope. So when we did actually fill up again this week, and we ended up spending more than $20. We spent $29. So we have the $20 that we pulled for cash, and then we had to use an extra $9 from our account. And then for miscellaneous, we pulled out $45 for our miscellaneous envelope. For cash, we ended up putting $45 in our, I'm sorry, not cash, for spending money. So that's 20 for me, 20 for David, and 5 for Logan. Now for savings challenge, which is also a cash, we have 2 challenges. We put 20 in one and 5 in the other for a total of $25. So $25 of cash went to our savings challenges. And then finally our sinking funds, which we also do in cash, was $172. So as you can see, we have a mix of swiping and cash. But I need to track both of them. I know the budget mom, she tracks them separately, but for me, it's easier just to track them all together like this. Okay, so let's head over to the week 2 budget worksheet and close it out. No, week 3. We're gonna close out week 3. Okay, so for starters, we had $581 as a rollover. And then for my pay, wait, is that right? 581? Yes, 581, okay. And then my pay last week was $400. So altogether that came to $981. I think I didn't explain this well initially. When I put the amount that I'm going to make for the week that I'm budgeting for, I know that I'm going to make that amount. Unfortunately, I don't know what I'm going to make the week after that, but I know what I'm budgeting with for that week. I have that actual amount of money in my account. I hope that makes sense because I think that could confuse some people. Okay, so HBO did not come out yet, so that's 0. Netflix did come out, but it was 19 instead of 17. Ames came out and it was exactly what we budgeted, $274. And like I said earlier, SUV has already come out this month, so that was 0. So let's see all together how much we spent on our fixed expenses this week. So we have 19 plus 274. That's 293. Okay, so 981 minus 293. That's 688. Okay, I'm going to bring that down here to our variable expenses. So for food, we budgeted 180 and we put, wait a second. I think I wrote 25. This is supposed to be 26. Sorry about that. Not 25, 26. Okay, so for food, it was actually more than 180. It was 110 plus 180, which is 190. Gas was the $20 in cash plus the $9 that we had to swipe with, so that was 29. Miscellaneous was 44 because we pulled out $50 for miscellaneous, but then we did a savings challenge for our homeschool, and we ended up using $6 from that to go towards homeschool. So that's where the other $6 came from. And then spending was 45. And it's the same thing up here with food. We actually pulled out $200 in cash, but part of that goes to our cushion savings challenge. So $20 went to the savings challenge. $308. So 308 went to our variable expenses this week. So 688 minus 308. That's $380 that we're going to carry over to our sinking funds. So 380. Okay, so like I said, we did a total of 172 in our sinking funds. So that was 5 for car maintenance, 5 for car registration, 10 for Christmas, 5 for vet, 5 for garbage, and 142 for loan number 2, making it a total of 172. So 380 minus 172, that came to $208. Okay, we didn't put any money aside for extra debt because we're not currently focusing on that right now. Currently, our big focus is this $1,000 cushion. We're trying to get a $1,000 cushion into our bank account so that when we go low, like we are right now, it is our low point plus $1,000, just to give us a little bit more peace of mind. Okay, so I'm gonna bring that 208 down here. We put 20 towards the cushion, 6 towards homeschool. So 208 minus 20 and 6 will give us our rollover amount. So we're going to roll over 182 to start week 4. Oops, and I did it again. I keep writing the rollover amount instead of the total for this category. Okay, so this would have been 94 and this would have been 208. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's set up week 4. I am excited about this budget because today is my birthday and I'm having a birthday sale in my Etsy shop, and you guys have shown up and supported me with that birthday sale. So we had really good sales, and I'm just so excited. I'm gonna have more money to work with this week. That always makes life easier when I have more money to work with. So this is week 4, which is July 24th through July 30th. Okay, so starting with the rollover. So we had 208 to roll over. Wait, nope, 182. We had 182 to roll over. And then this week for pay, I made $500. So I'm very happy about that. So altogether, that gives us $682 to work with. Let's see what bills we still need to pay. So I'm gonna go to my bill tracker worksheet, which is at the front of my workbook. And the first thing we're gonna do is gonna cross off everything that has already come out. So State Farm hasn't come out yet this month, but we ended up paying it twice last month because of when it came out. So I think we've technically already paid this. We ended up paying it the last week of last month. I don't know. I'm just leaving it blank for now because it hasn't come out in the month of July. So we'll see if a payment actually does come out in the month of July. HBO has not come out yet. Netflix did come out. And like I said, SUV had already come out. And then City of Ames came out. So on this next week, I'm going to go ahead and put State Farm just in case it comes out again. I'm going to put HBO, which hasn't come out yet for some reason. Loan number 2. We're actually going to pay that this week, but I need to deposit the money. So I'm going to write that in our income and go back and fix that. Student loan debt and Alliant Energy already came out. That came out today. Okay, so let's get all this written down on the budget. Okay, so I need to add more income. So as far as our sinking funds go, one of our sinking funds has been loan number 2. This is a large monthly bill, so I break it up by putting enough aside week to week to pay it after 4 weeks. So we're going to deposit that money into the bank account this week so that we can actually cover that bill. And that was it 568? I think it's 568. Yes, 568. So we are going to deposit cash of 568. I'm going to make a note down here so I don't forget. Loan number 2, 568, and that is a debt. Okay, so now let's see all together how much that is. So 182 plus 500 plus 568. Okay, so now we have 1250 to work with. Doing this envelope week to week has really made things a lot easier for me when it comes to being able to pay this bill at the end of the month. So I really like that strategy. So other bills. So we have State Farm. Like I said, I don't know if it's coming out or not because it came out twice last month, so I'm confused. But that is a bill and it's $132. Okay, then we have HBO, which is $17. I'm gonna go back and look at through my bank account before next week and see if that has already come out and I missed it somehow because I had scheduled it to come out week 1. Okay, so down here, all of these have come out. Loan number 2, we just did. So student loan for $72, and that is a debt. Okay, so let's see all together how much we're gonna spend on our fixed expenses this week. So we have 568, 132, 17, and 72. So we're going to spend $789 on fixed expenses this week. Okay, so $1,250 minus $782. That leaves us with $468 to work with. Okay, I'm going to bring that down to my variable expenses. So for variable expenses, we have food, gas, miscellaneous, spending money. Okay, and then over here, because we do take out money from those cash envelopes to do some savings challenges, we have our cushion, our homeschool, and then we'll also do a rollover at the end. So I have already filmed the video that goes with this. So if you want to see how that worked out, like how we decided how much to put in each envelope, you can check out my last cash envelope stuffing video, and you'll see how that all worked out. Okay, so for food we budget $200. That's $100 set aside for Sam's and $100 for all other food expenses that come up during the week. But when we did the savings challenge, we ended up putting $20 aside for our cushion. So that means that we're going to budget $180 for food, $100 for Sam's, and then we stuffed $80 in cash. For gas, we stuffed another $20 bill into our gas envelope. For miscellaneous, we had $50 set aside for our miscellaneous envelope, but we did a savings challenge and we ended up putting $5 of that aside for homeschool. So that left us with $45 in our miscellaneous envelope. For spending money, we did the $45. That's the $20 for me, $20 for David, and $5 for Logan. So let's see all together how much we set aside for our variable expenses this week. So we set aside $290. So $468 minus $290. That leaves us with $178. Wow. So we're cutting it even closer than we did the week before because we already pulled this out. We already pulled this cash out for our envelope, so it's already out of our bank. So we already pulled out $172. And let me show you where we put that. So we set aside $5 for car maintenance, $5 for car registration, $10 for Christmas, $5 for vet, $5 for garbage, and $142 for loan number 2. So altogether, that's $172. So $178 minus $172 means we're going to come to our bank account's coming down to $5. You guys know I laugh when I get nervous. So I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm nervous. Okay, so that means, no, that's a negative then. Then we went negative, didn't we? Because if I bring down that 5 and I take away the 20 and I take away the 5, that's going to be a negative amount. So we have 5 minus 20 minus 5. So that would be negative 20. What should I do, you guys? Okay, so my thought is I need to add $20 to my account so I don't actually go negative. See, this is why this cushion is so important to me. Actually, even though my goal is $1,000, as soon as we hit 500, I'm going to go ahead and deposit that. So I'll start with a $500 cushion and build my way up to $1,000, but we don't have 500 yet. So where should I take this 20? I have lots of choices. I could take it from our food budget. I could take it from my spending money. I could put this back. I don't know. I've got to do something though. So I'm going to just leave this here for now. Contemplate how I'm going to handle that. And when I come back next week, I'll fill you in on what I decided. But I would love to hear your suggestions down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't worry about us. We're going to be fine. I'm not worried because I know that it's going to be okay. I know that we have cash in hand. I know we have cash in envelopes. I know that we already built some up for our cushion. I know it's going to be okay. So I don't want you to worry about us, okay, guys? Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I will see you all again next time. Bye, everyone.